Come on in, y'all. Come on in. I'm right here, Trina, Renee. Oh God, thank you for another day. Oh God, man, man, man. Let me let y'all get in. I want about 100 people on my live. I'm gonna give y'all a heads up about something. Just my opinion. I'm not gonna be long. I'm just gonna say what I gotta say, then I'm gonna get off. Mm, you know. Uh, you know, now I don't know if it's true or not that that old girl's supposed to be on another blogger's channel, right? Just want y'all to follow what I'm about to say. Now it said that she's supposed to be on somebody's channel. And I'm not gonna say the name of the channel because ain't no motherfucker y'all my channel out. And don't put the name in my group chat. Uh, don't put the name of the channel in my group chat. I say it again. Don't put the name of the channel in my group chat. Anybody do, you will uh, be deleted and blocked. Okay? We're not finna do that type of free promo over here. So if you don't know who the channel is, then you just don't know. Okay? Because we're not doing that. Now, my thing is, I don't know if y'all reading right or understanding what's going on. Now, this is just my opinion. I don't think that she's coming on this particular blogger channel. Just my opinion. Let me say why. Now I've heard that she's supposed to, but a title can mean anything. From my understanding, he got the transcript, uh, and he's supposed to read the transcript, and maybe that may be what it is. So don't get it twisted. But just in case, if that person goes on that channel, do not, I repeat, yeah, tell them again. Do not put the name of the person who channel they say she supposed to be on. We not promoting that channel like that because I think to me that could just be a publicity stunt. Just my opinion. But those that already know the channel, and I'm gonna say it again. You can try me today if you want to, but you'll hate me in zero point 0.2 seconds. Um, I don't know what it's gonna be. We not promoting that bullshit over here. And just in case that person do be on that channel, I need all of my YTF members to be on y'all best behavior because y'all got to realize something. The government is still playing games. Okay, the government is still playing games. Y'all follow what I'm saying? It's gonna be an entrapment. Yeah, yeah. What I'm saying is, you got to realize the government been playing dirty for the last 2.5 years with this man, and R. Kelly still got motions in. Y'all follow me? And y'all know every time something go down with this man, there's always a monkey thrown in the wrench. There's always a wrench thrown in it. It's always a monkey wrench. You know, so I'm just telling everybody, if this person is on this particular channel, yeah, do not any of my subscribers is listening to my voice, not go over there and say nothing about that person, that whoever do what they do, but they will not get that feed off of us. If you ever think, if y'all really think it, you ever question why now? You ever question why now? Well, the point of the announcement could be for views, clicks, and like. Uh what's that? Tanya the Love. You gotta realize R. Kelly name is still the hottest name right now on the market. Could be the hottest name, right? He's still the hottest name. They say his streams went up even more. And right now, his name is just a payday for a lot of subscribers for likes and views. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? So his name is still the hottest thing out here. And people are still getting paid for views and likes when it comes to getting those likes and views on their channel. So let's not forget that. So, but what I'm saying to all of my subscribers and everybody with YTF on their name, uh, whether you not YTF or not, you subscribe to my channel. If that young lady goes on that channel, not say anything to bash her, none of that. R. Kelly's still locked up. The government is still fishy. And to be aware is to be alive. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, watch from the bushes if you have to. Do not comment about that chick. Let the people have that flow or whatever. I personally, this is just my opinion. Until I see it with myself, until I see it myself, I don't think she coming on. That's just my opinion. But somebody says she is. I still got an opinion to say she ain't. And the reason why I'm gonna say my opinion that she ain't, because dude was supposed to be getting a transcript. The blogger is supposed to be getting a transcript about Azriel, and that can just be where that come from. You know what I'm saying? You know. So let's just be cautious, y'all. And I'm not gonna say I appreciate that Alicia Tate. I'm not saying y'all got to obey. I'm just saying take heed to what I'm saying and use your own mind state. I know we tend to get all excited when it comes to certain people, and then uh, anybody could throw something out there to get all everybody hyped up. You know what I'm saying? So it just might be all hype to me. I'm just saying to me, you know. Let me turn on my live real quick. I'm just getting back up. Hey, man, let me tell y'all something. Man, I'm from the shy. Let me say this. I'm from the shy, and I never knew. I don't. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all my face. Hold on. Hey Trina, you got me on IG, Trina? You got me on IG? If not, somebody put my IG and DM me, Trina. Let me have a second, y'all. I'm just getting back up, you know. Uh, you know, brush these teeth of mine while y'all live, and I'm gonna go get on live, man. See what I gotta say and get on. Feel me? Yeah. Okay. I'm right, y'all. I'm finna get on live right now. And I had to take care of that. Man, let me tell y'all something, man. You know, I'm from Chicago, right? Now, today was my first time in my entire life ever letting somebody else wash my clothes and fold my clothes in a laundromat. That's real neat, man. Dropped my shit off, went back to pick my shit up, smelling fresh, folded up, and it costed me 40 fucking dollars. Boy, I'm finna have a field day with this shit. I most definitely am. God damn. God damn. Let me get my lightness on and all that stuff. Then I'll go live and talk to my peoples. I just sometimes feel like, when people I gotta, they say she's supposed to be coming on. And again, do not put the name of the person channel on there on my chat. I'm not gonna say the person name. You don't know the name already, then you just don't know the name. We're not giving no publicity for no bullshit. That we're not gonna do. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What's up, Tammy? What's up, Tammy? Hey, everybody in the chat. I'm waiting on my I'm about to get on live for a second. Then I'm gonna get out, man. Man, I didn't know that they can wash your clothes and come back and pick them up. Now I didn't heard that stuff, but I actually don't believe it. Well, I didn't believe it, but I believe it now, man. I got so many clothes, man. I'm finna, boy. They finna $40 me the fuck out, y'all. So I got like, man, two more loads, man. Two more loads. I gave them one big load today. And that lady said, we charge $45, but we gonna charge you 40. I said, what? I said, what? And they fold them up so nicely. Man, look at God. Somebody said, look at God. Give me a second. I'm almost finna get on, y'all. What's mm. I ain't never heard voodoo. Voodoo. I'm gonna anoint them draws in the name of Jesus, Tanya. Hold on. Let me get on this live, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna put some oil on them draws. Okay, I'm finna get off of here. Yeah. What's up, y'all? What's good with my people on this side of town, man? Man, where the hell is JoJo ass at? JoJo, where the fuck you at, man? Man, my motherfucking dog, when I had her, that bit the back of my goddamn hat, and I want another one just like this one. I like this motherfucking hat. I think I'm gonna go try to buy me a hat, man. This hat came from JoJo, and Champ has to bit the back of that motherfucker. I'm gonna buy me another one. I'm gonna wear it all for the rest of this year. I'm gonna be wearing a red hat. to look suave. I kind of like this motherfucking booze. Should fucking look decent. But listen, y'all. Listen. Um, so from my understanding, there's a link going around saying that Azriel is supposed to be on a particular blogger channel. Do not put the name of the blogger uh, name inside of my chat. I don't want that in my chat because I don't want to give false narratives. And some things you just need for clicks and views and all that shit. Now, from my understanding, um, they say she's supposed to be, but still, in my opinion, I don't think she is. Why would I say that? Because yesterday, uh, live, and by the way, there's no disrespect to that person. Uh, no disrespect to that person, but yesterday live, that person's supposed to be getting the transcripts. Maybe he might have titled it like that to make it seem like she's supposed to be uh, coming on that particular channel show. So that's my theory. And then, hey Ashley, uh, by the way, if y'all spoke to me and I haven't, y'all got to excuse me. Sometimes I'll be running my mouth and don't be looking at the chat. So if you spoke to me already, I want to just say how you doing and hope all is well on this terrific Tuesday. I also want to say, R. Kelly name is still the biggest name that's out here and goes always be the biggest name to come. So when a lot of people think they just wrote R. Kelly off, you can never write this man off. This man is historically set for the rest of his life. He's going to always be uh, the king of R&B. He's going to always be that. So, and if anybody think they finna excel off his name, you was sadly mistaken. That man's name is anointed by God, and there's nothing nobody can do about it. But I just want to make all of my members aware, in my YTF family, if you got YTF on your name, if this person do, Azriel do go on this particular channel, do not go in there bashing. Do not go in there saying nothing mean. Don't do something, don't say nothing. The government still got their little tricks and shit like that. And R. Kelly is still in the system. So to be aware is to be alive. Okay? To be aware is to be alive. So I just want to wake everybody up. They always got tactics. They got these tactics they try to use to try to, don't say shit. You know, and a matter of fact, while I'm on this, y'all, let me pull up. Let me pull up the full Gayle King interview. Since I'm here. Hey, Velez, I don't know who you is, but welcome to my channel. If you ain't got IG, add me on IG, DM me. Let me know what your YouTube name is so I can follow you back. And we're gonna do it like that. Welcome to all the new people to my channel, wherever the case may be. To be aware is to be alive. Yeah, if you go over there or whatever, let me pull up something. I'm gonna show y'all this interview. Somebody put my disclaimer. Chevin, hey Chevin, how you doing? If you on Facebook, excuse me. If you on Facebook, Chevin, add me, Kevin Terrell. Anybody else, just Kevin Terrell. Add me on Facebook. Excuse me 1 second, y'all. Somebody find a link to my Facebook. Anybody, can you find a link to my Facebook and put it inside the chat, and a link to my IG? I like to be in tune with a lot of my Chicago people too. I like to be in tune with a lot of people around the world, man. It's just, networking is good because you never know where you may go, where you may travel. Let me get this information real quick. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let me sign in. Let me get this email and stuff like that. Sign in. Oh, man. See. Hold on. Yeah, I'm trying to get the password. Okay. All right, let me write some stuff down real quick, y'all. Give me a second. So that was a full interview, and I told you all I will be planning for you guys, for those who didn't hear the whole full interview. How y'all doing, by the way? Everybody good? Thank you for that advice, Jordan. That's a good idea, Jordan. I mean, to be honest with you, it'd be good if all the bloggers could come together, but people minds ain't right, man. And it's a whole lot of shit that's been going on. Kind of like, not saying it's not impossible, anything's possible. People minds got to be right. People hearts got to be right. And if they shit ain't right, it just ain't. It can happen. I don't. And to be honest with you, it'd be good if those that who came together can make it happen, man. I mean, I just feel like me personally, I don't have to be a part of everything, you know. But the people, that's a great idea uh, to get our own viral thing going about the transcript, and that would be a great idea. That would be great, y'all. Thank you, Geraldine. That would be great. Why don't all you bloggers that have been on Kelly Case get together in numbers in one spot and hold a court up of all of you have on Clary Savage so it can go viral and draw national attention? That's a great idea. And Chevin, don't go nowhere. I'm gonna make sure I have you on my IG. Yeah, that's good. It's always good when a lot of people. Hey, you got my IG, Geraldine? You got my IG? Get my IG or my Facebook, and you too, Chevin. There's another person in here too. The one that said they from Chicago. Y'all got my IG and my Facebook. I need y'all to inbox me, DM me right now so I can have y'all. We'll make that a priority. Okay, I got that straight. Okay. Okay, give me a second. There's some things I got to write down. I think I got it.
And shout out to my people that's still rocking with me, man. Shout out to y'all. Let me see. Did I put this password in right? Hey Tiffany, where you at? Let's see. Maybe I gotta type in GT. One second. I look good. I look fly. Touch my swag. Oh, oh, then let me in. Then let me in. Then let me in. Okay. Let's see. Oh, then let me in. I'm trying to see how can I find it, y'all. Trying to find CBS. Yeah, I got it. Hold on. I wanna play something for you all. Um, Jardine, where you go? Yeah. Hey, well, this is my number, Jardine. Text me. You text me to Shaban 312-730-3287. That's my number right there. Y'all text me. Text me right now. All right. So there's a full version of Azriel's interview with Gail King, and I'm gonna play it for you all. Hold on. Okay, there you go, right there. Let me sign in again.
Advised Mike Pence to rely on Congress to make a final decision about the election. In a technicality, and I'm sorry, in a detailed explanation, he made the argument that.
Hold on. Research. Gail King. Oh, there you go, right there. Let's see. I got it. Yes. Let's see. Let me in. Yo, let me in. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah.
We're going to begin with disgraced R&B superstar, that's R. Kelly. A federal jury has convicted R&B superstar R. Kelly on all counts.
One investigator said that R. Kelly believed his fame would drown out the voices of his accusers.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
Somebody put my disclaimer in.
Many sexual predators. Of all the predators that I have pursued, Mr. Kelly is the worst.
What is your relationship, both of you, with R. Kelly?
We're with him. That's our
We're
relationship.
with him. Yeah, that's what it is.
And we're in a relationship with him.
Right.
Somebody put my
Of course,
disclaimer
someone
in the
who took to
chat.
the stand and described sexual abuse so graphic, we can't even go into detail on television.
You were one of the few who we've heard who defended him so vocally and so adamantly, and now ends up testifying against him.
I had to realize that you are nothing if you don't have your own voice. And that was really taken away from me.
Sure.
Come on in, Azriel. Well, you look good.
Thank you. So do you know?
Let's see.
So do y'all want me to put it on the screen?
I'll just start with this. I'm really glad to see you again because I wasn't sure I'd ever get to talk to you again.
I'm very happy to be here and see you again.
Y'all want me to put it on the screen?
It feels like a full circle moment to me. How are you feeling as we sit here today?
I feel calm. I do. I feel fulfilled.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
How so?
I feel like, like you said, everything has come full circle. When I first met you, it was
All right, let me put it on the
at
screen.
a time where a man had so much control over me that he publicly exploited me.
Because this is like an hour long, y'all. This is not like
There's real girls out there missing. But you say me? Yeah. No. See, the thing is that I'm not a controlling person. It's just that I am in control of my household. Like, say, if you live with me, I consider myself the king of the castle, and you're the queen of the castle.
he felt like he had really made a
oh yeah, we gotta watch this.
a man.
Somebody put my disclaimer up. Now I'm about to send this to my phone. To my email. Give me a second. How can I send this to me? Hold on, y'all. I gotta email this to me. Forward, no, not that way. Let me. And then let me copy link. Send my email. I'm gonna put it on the screen. No, not like that. No. Just have a little patience with me, good people. Okay. Here we go. Good evening, good afternoon. I hope all is well. God bless you, all that good stuff. So we're gonna watch this. And somebody put my fair use of entertainment in the chat. Let me check the email. Let me get it. Let me sign in, all this stuff. Then I'm gonna put it back up there for y'all to watch. Okay, sign in. Let's see. So, sign me in. Who didn't sign me in? Oh, they didn't sign me in, y'all. Let me search for this. Yeah, I'm about to put it on the big screen. There it is right there. And remind you all, this is approximately, the keywords, approximately. I like how I say that. Approximately. It is.
And you're the queen of the castle.
He felt like he had really
It is 44 minutes long.
made a great reflection of himself.
Hold on, let me start it from the beginning, y'all. Let me go back. This boy is 44 minutes long. So let me put it on the screen.
Kelly is the worst.
What is your relationship, both of you, with R. Kelly?
All right. Let me get it up. Sure. All right. Y'all ready? All right. Can I get a sound check? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3. I'm about to play this entire live that a lot of us missed. It is 44 minutes long to be exact. I may pause and comment, or I might just let it play out. You all can cipher from all this. Can I get a sound check? Clear? All right, let's get into this. This is the whole full exclusive video of Gayle King and Azriel. Okay.
We're going to begin with disgraced R&B superstar, that's R. Kelly. A federal jury has convicted R&B superstar R. Kelly on all counts.
One investigator said that R. Kelly believed his fame would drown out the voices of his accusers.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
I have pursued many sexual predators. Of all the predators that I have pursued, Mr. Kelly is the worst.
What is your relationship, both of you, with R. Kelly?
We're with him. That's our relationship.
We're with him. Yeah, that's what it is.
And we're in a relationship with him.
Right.
A chorus of women took to the stand and described sexual abuse so graphic, we can't even go into detail on television.
You were one of the few who we've heard who defended him so vocally and so adamantly, and now to testifying against him.
I had to realize that you are nothing if you don't have your own voice. And that was really taken away from me.
Come on in, Azriel. Well, you look good.
Thank you. So do you.
Let's see. I'll just start with this. I'm really glad to see you again because I wasn't sure I'd ever get to talk to you again.
I'm very happy to be here and see you again as well.
It feels like a full circle moment to me. How are you feeling as we sit here today?
I feel calm. I do. I feel fulfilled.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
How so?
I feel like, like you said, everything has come full circle. When I first met you, it was, at a time where a man had so much control over me that he publicly exploited me and, had me say
Siobhan,
things
did you text my
act in a way
phone?
that wasn't me.
Did you text me, Siobhan and Geraldine?
It wasn't you?
It wasn't. No.
And my shot
And so to be able to sit here today and be able to show my personality and who I am, that's fulfilling enough.
This is the
I
full
look back
version.
at the interview that we did originally, and I'm wondering how you go from that young woman.
Trina, did you
was
text me?
very
Text
clear,
me,
and
Trina.
I have no judgment here. I'm just trying to understand your process. It was consensual. She was in love with him. She felt he cared about her, to making the decision to take the stand against him.
Right. I feel like that interview was a blessing because for 5 years, since I was 17, I didn't have any relationships with any other women except for women that he had been intimate with. And so when I did that interview with you, I instantly regretted immediately how I reacted. And
You did? You regretted it?
I did. And I don't know, something about just watching you be very casual and calm and collected. And it just reminded me of me. I was like, wait a minute. I used to be that poised. I used to be that calm. What happened to that girl? Where did she go? In high school, I had a car. I would go and do whatever I wanted to do. I had a debit card. I was happy.
From an early age, Azriel Clary had dreams of being a famous singer. She first met R. Kelly in 2015 at a concert in Orlando, Florida. A few days later, Kelly told her to come to his hotel room to audition. That's when she says he forced himself on her.
No.
R. Kelly started flying her to different tour stops.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Y'all know I'm gonna stop this shit.
Almost daily.
That's a lie, Gail King. Hold on, y'all.Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up, because I'm just saying it
Azriel
too.
Clary was 17 years old at the time.
Listen.
R. Kelly was 48.
Listen.
He had people around him who
Listen,
booked
y'all.
my flights,
Hold on.
and they would tell him,
Listen, y'all. That's a goddamn lie. That's a goddamn lie, Gail. Now, this little motherfucker, helper, parents took her to the R. Kelly concert. Don't make it seem like R. Kelly just met her. R. Kelly did not just meet this girl, like bumped into her. The parents took her to the concert. And their whole purpose was for Azriel somehow to get in contact with Robert Sylvester Kelly And that's how it all began. Okay? So don't just put it like R. Kelly seeked out Azriel and picked her out the whole crowd. The parents play a major part in this whole bullshit. Give me a second. Y'all lying now. This is the part that I don't like when they be trying to just make up shit and lie. Yeah. We don't care about do action do for a wrench. We already know what it is. Clout chasing. We already know what that is. So that's a lie. Let me play that part again. You lying. You is mine, Gail.
From an early age, Azriel Clary had dreams of being a famous singer.
That's a lie.
She first met R. Kelly in 2015 at a concert in Orlando, Florida.
That the parents.
Days later, Kelly told her to come to his hotel room to audition. That's when she says he forced himself on her.
Bullshit.
Soon R. Kelly started flying her to different tour stops in different states.
Go read the transcript.
Having sexual contact with her almost daily. Azriel Clary was 17 years old at the time. R. Kelly was 48.
He had people around him who would book my flights, and they would tell him, you know, hey, you know.
But your mama booked your flights too now. Your mama booked your flights.
You're helping this person musically, but you know, I'm letting you know.
Your mama booked your flights too, Azriel. Don't be lying. Your mama booked your flights too because she went on that show and she. Let me pull my receipts up. God damn it! I'm gonna debunk all this shit while I'm on my live. Let me. Hey y'all, for everybody that just tuned in, into my live, this is the whole 44 minutes of the Gayle King long ass interview that you all didn't see. And so she just told a lie right there. So let me just go and debunk that lie right now because it's all out here on YouTube. Alice Clary interview right here. So we're going to play this part right here in the dough. I'm going to debunk that.
I have one regret.
It's back.
My regret is buying those tickets and letting her go. Because I feel like that's my fault. I take full responsibility and full action.
I'm going to debunk that lie now.
I am supposed to protect my child. But you know what? Everybody make mistakes.
Hold on. Hold the fuck up. We go debunk that lie right now. Y'all know I'm a king of debunking lies. God damn it. That's why I say I hate liars, man. People just be lying for no goddamn reason. Let me put this bitch on big speaker. Not little speaker, big speaker. Hold on. I want y'all to hear this lie. This one longer than that. Yeah, I second y'all. I don't like that lying shit. Do your homework, Gayle King, talking about he had people buy me. And the mama right there saying she regret buying tickets. What the fuck is y'all listening to? Lying motherfuckers. You trying to put a narrative out there that ain't the goddamn truth. Put the goddamn truth. This is why I'm the most motherfucker hated on YouTube right now today. Y'all make my job easy, man. Y'all make this doing commentary shit so fucking easy. We go get the truth out today. It's a goddamn lie. And I'm gonna play it on the big speaker for you slow ass people that can't hear what the mammy said versus what they telling Gayle King. Somebody put one in my goddamn chat if y'all hear what the fuck I'm saying. Show it to y'all. This ain't no what they call that shit. Yeah. We go debunk this lie right here. Lying to my he was booking people to fly me, but this the mama right here, y'all. Let me show y'all the mama. Play with me if you want to.
Can I ask one question?
Sure.
It's hindsight 2020, now that you know what you didn't know now. As a mother, what would you go back and do differently?
I have one regret, and that was letting her go. My regret is buying those tickets and letting her go.
Huh?
Because I feel like that's my fault. I take full responsibility and full action. Because as a mother, I am supposed to protect my child. But you know what? Everybody make mistakes. So I have to deal with the consequences of my action. But nobody can judge me, only God. So I do know that, with that being said, I would definitely not buy those tickets and not let her go. And whatever would have took place, if she, made accurate on her threats or what she would have done, then I would have had to deal with that. But you know what? In my head, I would have known that I didn't let her go.
What?
That's the one thing.
And one other thing, if you were able to speak.
What? Can somebody say debunk that goddamn lie? Y'all make this shit, boy. I hate liars, man. We not gonna do that one. We ain't gonna do that one, Gail King. We ain't gonna do that one. We ain't gonna do that one. Let me put this back up here and let me play this again for you slow ass people. This is the full 44-minute interview with Gail King and Azriel Clary, some that you all have not seen. You've seen parts and parts of it. Thank you. Who said I do a better investigation? So let's go back. This is the full 44-minute interview. And I'm going to do breakdowns in this shit. And I'm going to pull up receipts in this shit. Yeah. We're not playing no lying games. I can't stand that shit. Let's go back. Listen to what she said. And I'll go back and I'll play this shit again for you slow ass people.
No, he didn't do any of that. And that's the biggest part of it all. Like, he didn't, as if he would, she.
Can I ask one question?
Yeah. Get your lies right now, Gil. You a hypocrite, lady. Let's go back a little bit.
High school, I had cars.
Somebody put in the chat, debunk them lies, DJ Tyson.
I was happy.
From an early age, Azriel Clary had dreams of being a famous singer. She first met R. Kelly in 2015 at a concert in Orlando, Florida. A few days later, Kelly told her to come to his hotel room to audition.
No.
That's when she says he
lies.
forced himself on her.
No.
Soon R. Kelly started flying her to different tour stops in different states, having sexual contact with her almost daily. Azriel Clary was 17 years old at the time.
You're lying.
Kelly was 48.
He had people around him who would book my flights, and they would tell him.
You heard he had people around me that would book my flights. What about your mama right here on my live? This lady, Alice Clary. Play.
Sure.
It's hindsight 2020, now that you know what you didn't know now. As a mother, what would you go back and do differently? I have one regret, and that was letting her go. My regret is buying those tickets and letting her go, because I feel like that's my fault. I take full responsibility and full action, because as a mother, I am supposed to protect my child. But you know what? Everybody makes mistakes. So I have to deal with the consequences of my action, but nobody can judge me, only God. So I do know that, with that being said, I would definitely not buy those tickets and not let her go. And whatever would have took place, if she, made accurate on her threats or what she would have done, then I would have had to deal with that. But you know what? In my head, I would have known that I didn't let her go. That's the one thing.
Now, let me pause something to break this down to you slow ass people. Now, Azriel wanted to go. And if her parents would not let her go, she told her parents that she would try to kill herself or commit suicide, some type of shit like that. That's why the mama said she regret buying those fucking tickets. And then she would just have to accept the consequences if her daughter would have tried to kill herself, because they wouldn't let her do what the fuck they wanted her to do. To all you slow ass motherfuckers that don't do your fucking homework and don't realize why I'm one of the realest motherfuckers on here and one of the most hated motherfucking bloggers on here. This ain't about being an R. Kelly fan. This ain't about that. It's about truth and motherfucking lies. And they just sit up there and lie that these people will buy tickets. But you heard the mama say she regret buying those, as in THOSE, tickets. Buying those tickets. So why can't the government see how many tickets that the mama had bought for Azriel to go fly to be with R. Kelly? Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't fucking play with me. Yeah, I do better. You're right. I do better investigative work than Child Protective Services. Don't play with DJ Tyson. This is why they ain't want the parents to be brought up, because they didn't want the dirt to be brought on the goddamn parents. Y'all wake up and realize how grimy the fucking government really is. If you a parent and you've been putting all this fight for your daughter for these years and all this shit when you already knew where she was, why would you not be the first motherfucker to take the stance in defense of your own goddamn daughter, but wait till she get 21, 22, or whatever the fuck she is, get her to flip and say, well, she's an adult now, she could tell her story. Make it make sense. I say it again for you slow ass motherfuckers that don't get it. If you've been fighting for your daughter much as you say you have, when you already knew where she was, took her to the concert, knowing she was about to commit suicide before she even met R. Kelly, but you hear the mama say she gave them an ultimatum. Either they let her go or she gonna try to kill herself. And she regret buying those tickets, as in THOS fucking E. That's why we said subpoena the goddamn parents. But y'all go with this setup, this 17 narrative bullshit for 3 to 4 years, or however the fuck y'all did it. And then feel like, oh, she grown now, she could tell her truth, and oh, I've been capped and he brainwashed me. And I'll still say this. Did he brainwash you to get your titties done, your hair done, your nails done? Y'all stop playing with me, man. That ain't no fucking victim, y'all. Y'all want to talk real shit? Let's talk real shit. Don't talk that phony ass shit because every motherfucker don't like R. Kelly because his past allegations or whatever the fuck he went through in 2008. Five. That's why they didn't want the parents to be brought in. Mama bought them tickets too. She said, I regret buying those tickets, meaning more than one, meaning not singular. So let me take you back to grammar school. Not singular, not SINGULAR, but PLURAL, plural, meaning more than one. She didn't buy one ticket. She bought those tickets. Y'all know singular and plural when we was in grammar school. You know, plural means more than one. But y'all don't. And this shit all on the internet. And all y'all got to do is put in Alice Clary interview and you go watch this shit for yourself. If you think I'm lying, it's right there on YouTube. That's why I said, if they using YouTube and lies and what you call it to lock this man up, this here, man, they should be able to use this shit to free this man. the government is foul. And I say it again. They found R. Kelly guilty on foul play, not fair play. And the system is supposed to be for us. Let's carry on with what she's saying. I'm going to try to find every video I can to debunk every lie in this interview. And this interview is 44 minutes long. So let's go.
Hey, this girl is a minor. You need to, I don't know what you're doing or helping this person musically, but, I'm letting you know that this person is minor. And a lot of people.
And I believe you all need to get the transcript. All this is TV. What she's saying right now is just all TV. This person is a minor. Well, let me say this here. Since she said this person is a minor. Where's my pen? Where's my paper? Y'all know me. I like to write shit down. Let me get this. This person is a minor. To me, if they saying this person is a minor, where's the fucking parents? Didn't the parents knew she was a fucking minor? This is the bullshit that I don't like when people be lying on people, man. Y'all need to stop the bullshit. This person is a minor. Didn't the parents know their own fucking child was a fucking minor? When they let a motherfucker stay with a motherfucker for 3 to 4 fucking years? Are y'all serious, people? When they actually signed their parental rights for some fucking homeschooling people? What the fuck is we listening to? Are we only listening to what we want to listen to? Or we only want to listen to because it's just against this man? Make it make sense. The parents signed over their guardianship. Since she's so much screaming she was a minor, what about the goddamn parents who gave fucking permission? And you heard Angelo say, we gave permission, but it wasn't no R. Kelly. But why is you giving permission for your 17-year-old daughter? You people are delusional. The truth right here in your motherfucking face, and some of you motherfuckers don't want to see it for what the fuck it's worth. And let me just say this. I won't even get on here and do this. I won't go even play this whole thing today. I'll just go get on and tell y'all, look, Azriel is allegedly supposed to go live on some other blogger channel. And I said, don't put the blogger name because I believe it's all for hype and views. But in case she go on that channel, don't comment in the chat. Don't bash the girl. Don't say nothing if she going live. I think dude just was finna read the transcripts or whatever the case may be. But then some just say, you know what? Well, I got some energy. Let me go and play the full interview of the Gayle King because y'all only seen partial. Y'all ain't see the full. I got the full interview. So let me play this. Put my disclaimer in the chat.
Got fired because of that. He felt that they were in his business and that it was none of their business and that they got paid to strictly do a job, and that's all they should be focused on.
The question they were out.
Yeah. When I initially met him, it was a lot of gaslighting and love bombing, and it's not like all of that stuff started immediately. The rules did not begin. It was something that he.
What do you mean the rules didn't begin?
Meaning, when I initially met him, I would meet him in whatever I wanted to wear, whether that be jeans, whether that be a blouse, whatever. And then, slowly but surely, he started to get into, okay, you can only wear sweats. Okay, you have to knock any and every single time you come out of the room. Okay, you need to delete every single person in your phone except for my 4 phone numbers. If you don't listen, then we're going to get into, beatings and chastising, and, this is to help you.
And it did get into beatings.
It did. It did. And, it was always, this is to better you. It was.
Did you believe that at the time?
No, because I had never, come from an abusive household or anything like that. So even, still to this day, I'm shocked that I would allow a man to put his hands on me because, it's just not something that I had, grown up experienced.
Now you about to say you weren't grown up, but you wrote a letter to your brother saying that your parents will beat you in the singing. But y'all want to say, oh, Kills told her to write that letter. But carry on with your lies. So basically you saying you just been around a motherfucker for 3 to 4 years, getting your ass beat to get your hair done, your nails done, your titties done, and anything else you can get at this man. And then when the government want him, you could turn informant and say, yeah, he beat me. What? This is not America. Where does America do shit like that? And who gets pride of doing shit like this? I believe if the relationship didn't work, and if a motherfucker beating your ass so bad, why the fuck ain't none of y'all leaving or calling the goddamn police? This is what a lot of people fail to realize. And then if R. Kelly did all this shit, why you wait till January to turn federal informant? Y'all stop playing with me. R. Kelly got locked up in July 11, 2019. She waited all the way to fucking January to turn and talk to the feds because R. Kelly was switching the visits on her so Joyce can come. Y'all make that shit make sense. And then while the man was locked up, she was parading for the man. Man, y'all people are a joke to me. The government is a joke to me. Stop playing.
So
all this stuff is on YouTube. All you gotta do is just put in Azriel. You can see this shit for yourself. Put in Alice Clare. You can hear this shit for yourself. She bought tickets. She bought tickets for R. Kelly for her own daughter to fly. And then it was said that in the court when he found out, he sent her back to the parents, and the mama drove her own daughter back to Kells. Not only that, had her phone to pretend she was 18. The mama had the phone, pretending that she was her and that she was 18. The setup is real.
I didn't know how to get out of something like that even more because I had never.
So everybody that's watching my live, this is the full interview. This is not partial. This is 44 minutes long, so brace yourself.
I never experienced it.
From the outside looking in, people were saying.
Put my disclaimer in the chat. And Gayle King, you's a fucking liar. You need to do something with that ugly ass, mop ass wig of yours. Y'all looking like you could be her auntie. Her wig fucked up, your wig fucked up.
Well, where are her parents? Why didn't her parents get her out of that situation?
You know,
what is your answer to that?
I feel like people will always try to make it a parent's fault. But my parents left me with an adult. And none of us.
Wait, did you hear what this goofy said? My parents left me with an adult. I'll be goddamn. Did y'all just heard what I just heard? Let me play this back for you slow ass, old COVID ass motherfuckers. She even telling on herself right there. Thank you, Gayle King, for asking questions. That's why I say sometimes you got to go back and ask Gayle King. And remember I said Gayle King, when Gayle King sit up there and said, well, we tried to reach out to this Valerie Payton or whoever that lady was, she was supposed to sign a letter, but the Clarence never met them, spoke to them or nothing. But they supposed to sign her off to somebody they never met, never spoke to. But listen to this shit again. Listen.
And so even, still to this day, I'm shocked that I would allow a man to put his hands on me because, it's just not something that I had, grown up experiencing. Mm-hmm. So I didn't know how to get out of something like that even more because I had never
experienced
it.
From the outside looking in, people were saying, well, where are her parents? Why didn't her parents get her out of that situation? What is your answer to that?
I feel like, people will always try to make it a parent's fault. But, my parents left me with an adult. And none of us have ever been touched or molested or taken advantage of. None of my sisters or my brothers,
Now, she said, my parents left me with an adult. What adult did they leave you with? Because if a man's supposed to be a pedophile, a rapist, a manipulator, whatever you want to call him, why would your parents leave you in the first goddamn place? Make it make sense. But ain't none of you motherfuckers making none of this shit make sense because none of you motherfuckers want to face reality. I'm pretty sure there's mothers out there who got kids who ain't finna leave their child with no motherfucker they don't know. Or who finna leave their babies with motherfuckers they don't know. Let alone they goddamn teenagers with a motherfucker they don't know. Y'all hear that? My parents left me with an adult. This is some bullshit. Again, this is the full entirety of the Gayle King interview. This ain't portion. This is 44 minutes long. Carry on.
And so they trusted me to be with an adult.
They trusted him.
They trusted him, yes.
Because they thought he was going to do what for you?
They thought that it was strictly music. They really thought that it was strictly music. A lot of people don't know that. My parents have met him in Chicago. He has flown them out and met them in the studio, and he told them she has an amazing voice. She has a phenomenal voice. I want to help her. They don't know that that's what my parents know. That's all my parents knew. You know, they didn't know that he was taking advantage of me sexually.
Oh,
they didn't know that.
And you ain't tell your parents. You ain't tell your parents that you said they trusted you. So if your parents trusted you and he was taking advantage of you, why you ain't go tell your parents? If your parents trusted you and a person is taking advantage of you, why you ain't tell the police? If a person trusted you and he was taking advantage of you, why would you stay a motherfucker for 3 to 4 years and get your financial gain off a motherfucker who taking advantage of you? Somebody put in the chat, make this shit make sense. Why you ain't tell your parents? What was the purpose of all these well-being checks? And when the police came, why you ain't tell the police when they did a well-being check? Y'all stop playing with me, man. This shit is not real. This shit is fake as fuck. Y'all just listening, but y'all ain't really taking notes on the whole fucking case itself. Now, she said her parents trusted her. And they didn't know that she was taking advantage. If a motherfucker taking advantage, why you ain't call your parents who you say they trusted you? And here's the key word, people, trust. If your parents trusted you and you trusted them, why you didn't tell your parents who trusted you? Carry on.
Tell them.
No.
But his reputation wasn't good before you went there when you were 17.
It wasn't.
Did people just think, well, those stories aren't true?
I think that a lot of people, especially in the urban community, they just turned, they just kind of turned away from it because, he had the most iconic music you could ever think of. And in their minds, he got off.
And for the world to know, he gonna still be the iconic and the genius. I don't give a fuck how many people come to songs. He's still gonna be the king.
Doesn't matter what you say because he got off.
And you never told them the situation that you were in.
No. I didn't know how to, as a child, how do I face my parents and tell them that I'm in something that I don't know how to get out of. One of the hardest things in life for anyone to do is to ask for help. And
even in that situation, you didn't feel you could ask for help?
No.
Larry moved in with Kelly the summer before her senior year of high school. She shared his Chicago apartment with other women, including Joycelyn Savage, for nearly 5 years.
Did you ever have conversations when he wasn't around to say, this is not good, this is not healthy, you got to get the hell out of here? Did you ever have any conversations like that?
I feel like a lot of people tried, but everyone always got beat over it because he was very good at manipulating the situation. So even if he knew or not, he would basically say, he could come in this room right now and he would say, I've already spoken to her. She already told me exactly what you guys have been talking about. You have 5 minutes to be honest, or you're going to be thrown around this entire room.
And he would do that.
And then I would be like, okay, I don't know what she told you, but this is what we've been talking about, because I'm not about to get, I'm 4'11", he's 6'2", he's a very large man, and
This sounds absolutely terrifying to me.
Girl, shut your bitch ass up.
5 years.
Stop playing.
And then when you see it happening to other women,
5 years being a gold digger,
you really feel like, okay, this is our life. This is really, life for us. And it was very sad. It was very traumatizing.
What would the women say to each other about the situation that they were living in?
Well, first of all, he never allowed anyone to pair off. That was actually one of his rules. No one could pair off.
So women were all separated?
She's a habitual liar.
Meaning, like, we couldn't talk about anything except for hair, nails, TV shows, maybe some shoes, maybe, a little bag or something, But anything personal, anything about our lives before we met him, or anything pertaining to our personal lives with him, we could not talk about. And if you did talk about that, you would get in trouble for it. And everyone knew to report it to him, meaning like to let him know. And if you didn't let him know and someone else beat you to it, you would still get beat over that, So he kept that separation purposely so no one could really pair off and express how they really felt. He kept that fear in all of us.
Hey, let me pause that right there. You right, y'all. Say that again. Takara. And Takara said she could have called her big bad daddy. Right. Why she ain't call her big bad woofing ass daddy? That's the question. You right. You goddamn right. Hey, why she never called a big bad wolf who can go around YouTube and try to intimidate bloggers and shit who doing real commentary on some real shit? Tell me, how can I tell my parents? Boy, y'all stop playing. Look. Why she ain't call her big bad daddy? And why her big bad daddy allow her to be around somebody for 4-5 years in the first place? Subpoena them goddamn parents, man. They fraud ass. These are fraud ass motherfuckers. Wow. This is crazy. This shit is crazy. She could have called her daddy. Why she didn't call her father? They didn't want to put her. No, it wasn't no 10K a month. It was 5K a month, Vincent. Listen, Vincent, I don't know who you is, but if you ain't on the right track in here, I kid you not, you will be up out of here. We don't play when it comes to this. This is a very, 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 very serious situation here. Fit ass. Man, that's some bullshit, boy. Let's carry on.
A law enforcement source tells CBS News that Chicago prosecutors obtained a new video recording allegedly showing R. Kelly sexually assaulting an underage girl.
Shortly before 5:30, R. Kelly walked out of the Cook County Jail after spending 3 nights behind bars.
I was actually wondering, Robert, R. Kelly, if this interview was going to take place. I really do want to get you on the record about your relationships with underage girls.
In 2019, R. Kelly agreed to do an interview with us in his apartment building in Chicago.
Now, let me pause that, y'all. Because Angelo got something to play with Gayle King as well. Let me get that video, too. Let me get my shit together. These fake ass motherfuckers. This is some fraudulent ass bullshit. Railroaded this man. Let me go to all my videos and pull it up. Man, it's videos. Give me a second. Gayle King and Angelo worked together and plotted together as well against R. Kelly. Facts. Let me tell you how I got the facts. because we had that conversation in 2019, and the nigga sit up there and said, man, I talked to Gayle King before she went live. I'm gonna play it for y'all right here on my shit. Everybody put the disclaimers. Talking about, how can I be ashamed to tell my parents, but your daddy's supposed to be a tough gangster from the penitentiary, from where you from, Baltimore? Let me get these receipts. Yeah. Let me get the full conversation.
I mean, what can you beef from? But if your motherfucker then take the motherfucker doing no big shit from and continue to do to nothing from, then really you all the way around. They don't, not you, but they don't all the way around.
And then now the 17-year-old shit, huh? I said now it's
well, they got so much on you. And then you gotta figure out how to rearrange your shit, fix your shit, and then be able to provide for them until they get on their feet and figure out what they want to do. That's what I mean when I say you can't say you fall back on your child, because your child might fall in your goddamn lap and need a whole lot more than what you ready to get.
on theory, y'all,
This is no. That's right, this ain't no justification for the dumb shit you do. Like you going there to a kid, your kid should know about your fucking ex-wife.
I personally, even with the Azriel shit, I don't even believe that shit. Because to me, if a nigga tied you up into a banana tie, she's sagging. Well, if a nigga tied you up like that and you got loose, why the fuck you ain't go to the police station? Survivor R. Kelly was a whole joke to me, because all the women ain't make a police report. All them, he made up that shit in the bucket and all this old shit. Yeah, he made now let's talk about the Survivor R. Kelly shit, because to me, them girls weren't credible to me. Just to me. Yeah.
All the motherfuckers was almost 40 years old. Like, how the fuck you push your career and get your career? Like, that don't make no sense. And if you talk about keep this kid, nah, that don't make no sense to me.
Right.
But y'all see the same way. It's 30 shots.
Right. Yeah.
That shit don't make no sense. Like, them motherfuckers like that, I don't want to hear them motherfuckers go. I ain't never said nothing to them. My wife don't speak to them, none of that shit.
So good. Hey man, well thanks for calling me back, bro. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and give me something to eat for some dinner.
One song, his name on that bitch, and heard to finish up album. That's it. I was shot. That shit straight to my little country. It's DP. She didn't want that bitch right now for the kid. I ain't need nothing from him. That was my daughter's career. She would have said, Dad, I don't want to say, okay, we done. That's good thing. I ain't got to lose no more money in that shit. That's it.
No, you just want her to make a song, huh?
Like, if she had made her song and she got that fulfillment, like even now, like, nigga, you would have did anything for her. To give her any fulfillment, I would have even been deep in his heart now, but you gave her no independence.
And so, because R. Kelly didn't give them no independence with their own fucking daughter, he went to the extreme to join the Savages to assassinate Robin Sylvester. Man, y'all hear this shit? I can't make this shit up. I can't make this shit up. let me try to get to this part. Let me see. I DJ. I rock Scales music. I've been rocking with it from day one. We from Chicago. So when Tim set you up, you just had to roll with it. I get to that timestamp and I play it for y'all. Hey, well, you know how it go, man. You know, they said, fuck it. Why milk the cow when you can get the cow for free? She just probably felt like shit. She needs your expertise and your advice. She on her own. She can do it on her own. And for other people that don't know, I was on Facebook Live 2019 when he called me while I was doing a live, and I stayed on the phone and had a conversation with him for 2 whole hours. It's on my YouTube. I mean, it's on my YouTube channel. Go listen to it. It's called Man to Man Conversation with Angelo Claire. Well, I can just tell you a story and shit. You know, when the motherfuckers say, hey, what are we? So and then they try to say you bankrupted some shit. I mean, I tell the people in a minute, I play dumb, but I ain't dumb, motherfucker. Right, and then they try to say you bankrupted some shit or something to be like that.
All that, they got all that shit out there. That's what I'm saying. Like, people don't understand. I did some stuff I'm supposed to do. And I'm supposed to protect them. So that's what I'm saying. Like, people looking at everything like, okay, we do this, do that.
Okay, carry on with the interview. Let's go.
Have you done anything wrong? Lots of things wrong when it comes to women that I apologize. But I apologized in those relationships every time I was in the relationships.
Have you broken any laws when it comes to women?
Absolutely not.
I have to tell you, it's so hard to believe that based on all the regret and what the women have said about you. What the women said about you.
What women said about me. What women. So nobody's allowed to be mad at me, scorn and allowing me.
So they're lying on you. That's your explanation. They're lying.
Absolutely.
After we spoke to R. Kelly, we sat down with his live-in girlfriends, Azriel Clary, who was then 21, and Joycelyn Savage, she was 23. We were told Kelly would leave during their interview, but unknown to us, he stayed and was listening in another part of the hotel suite. Do both of you all believe you're in love with him?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Of course.
Should your parents be concerned?
No.
At the time of the interview with us, were you afraid when you were sitting there talking to us?
I was.
You were.
He did his interview first.
Quit playing. I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my fucking life. Yo.
Now, let me break this down. So you were scared, right? But when R. Kelly got locked up, you weren't scared when you was in the Trump Tower doing all them goddamn videos and bragging and talking about how much you loved him and you was going to see it, man. Let me remind you folks that don't know. When R. Kelly got locked up July 11th, right? Azriel went to see him August, September, October, November. I think December is when all the plots was planning. And January is when she turned informant because it was publicly on TMZ that she was working with the feds. That's when she pulled that big ass hoax on R. Kelly's birthday, January the 8th. Okay? So you telling me You were scared. But when you got locked up July the 11th, you were still parading that you love this man, all on social media. It wasn't until you got with this informant ass nigga who was fighting a whole separate different case, who inserted themselves in this case to get time reduction, which is Larry McGee, aka grown little boy, grown little bitch, whatever the fuck you want to call that bitch ass nigga, because don't no real niggas do no shit like that. Turn informant to try to help somebody turn against somebody. And that's what he did. He tampered with Azriel, probably with them old bullshit ass credit card scam and shit. And we all know how the rest of this shit went. Carry on.
Help me with this shit. I can't.
Robert.
For real. Y'all trying to kill me. You're killing me, man. This ain't not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
No girl, bitch.
You just don't want to believe it. It's real girls out there missing. It's real young girls out there being abducted, being raped, okay? Being held against their will. They really are on chains. They really do have chains on their wrists, and they can't get out. And they're ending up buried in the
Robert, we have to have a conversation.
I
don't want you just ranting at the camera. Because I really do want people to hear you.
I think the people
Stop lying, Gail. You was working with Angelo, bitch.
Okay, but please,
they came to hear me talk.
Yes.
They came. I don't even know what I need help. Everybody talking about R. Kelly need help.
What does that mean?
I need help.
What kind of help?
This is the kind of help I need.
Yes, what kind of help?
I need somebody to help me not have a big heart.
Yeah.
My heart is so big. People would pay me, and I keep forgiving them.
You sound like you're playing the victim here. You sound like R. Kelly. You do. When I listen to you, it just
so sad. Can't say all these hoes don't need to be saved, Rob. Straight up, you gotta let these hoes be hoes.
And he came in and he told us to be angry and be upset, and she's going to try to do this and you did it.
We told you that.
Yes, and so we came in angry.
What is your relationship with R. Kelly?
We're with him. That's our we're with him. That's what it is. We're in a relationship. Right. A very strong relationship.
Both of you.
Yes, most definitely.
So he told you to be angry.
Yes, and I was scared because I was like, I don't want the world to see this. You know? I'm loving. I'm caring. I'm compassionate. And no one got to see that side of me.
Yeah, it's interesting because your dad called me after and said, that is not my daughter.
Yeah, I bet he did.
That is not who she is. That is
you heard her? She said, your dad called me after. And I told y'all, Gayle King and her daddy was plotting for Robert Sylvester Kelly on this interview that they was having. Okay? You just heard her say, your dad called me and said that's not my daughter, because they was already speaking. Just give me a minute. I'm gonna find it in my thing. I haven't put a timestamp on it, but it's still on my live where he sit up there and said, man, I talked to Gayle King before she went on. Because they literally was plotting to try to entrap R. Kelly while Gayle King was doing a fucking interview, man. So all shit is a plot. You people got to wake the fuck up and smell this coffee for yourself.
Not how she speaks. That is not what she believes.
Yeah.
Because you were saying some pretty very damning things about your parents and how what they were doing.
Right.
Because?
Well, I mean, for 5 years, it's no secret we didn't have social media. So, everything that we heard, it came from him. And if it wasn't true, we wouldn't know, And for a very long time, he had us very bitter at our parents, very upset at our parents. There's threats to both me and him.
Wait. So now what they trying to do is they trying to cover up their tracks from what she said on the Gayle King prior to what she's saying right now. It don't work, Gayle King. The truth been exposed. Now look at her then and look at her now. That says it all over her fucking face, y'all. Beautiful black young lady. Beautiful, just, I ain't gonna lie, gorgeous. Gorgeous young black lady. It's all over her face. This was the truth right here when she was on Gayle King the first time. Look at her. Look at her. Look how beautiful she looked. You agree she looked beautiful right now? Put a 1 in the chat. She looked beautiful. She was telling the truth. Whoever was doing her goddamn hair, they whipped her shit up right. Whipped her up right. The truth is right here, y'all. Y'all want to talk about body language and shit like that? This is body language right here. This is body language. Look at her. Wait till we get back to her today.
They said, oh, I'll put all your naked pictures all over the world. I'm going to ruin you. I'm going to ruin him. If he doesn't send $20,000 to this bank account by Monday, I'm going to put everything out there and then $10,000 after that. You're trying to solicit me like I'm some fucking hoe. I'm not. I'm your child.
Exactly.
Yeah, you sound very angry with your parents. You sound very angry and very pained.
And remind y'all, she was getting $5,000 a month. So you mean to tell me somebody was abusing you, was paying you to abuse you for $5,000 a month, and you've been around 5 years? Make this shit make sense, y'all. You've been getting your ass whooped for 5 years, but you were getting paid $5,000 a month for 5 years, or 4 years, or whatever, the 3.5 years, or however long the fuck you've been with them. None of this shit makes sense. You get your titties done. Come on, man. Y'all don't want to hear no real truth.
Tell me, Azriel, why you're crying. Tell me.
I'm crying because you guys don't know the truth. You guys unbelievable fucking.
Beautiful young lady, man. Gorgeous young black woman. Young black lady. Gorgeous. Body language. She was happy when she was with Kale. Just keep it 1,000.
Facade that our parents are insane. This is all like lies for money. And if you can't say that you're stupid, that's fine because you want to be. All because gossip sells. All because that's the world we live in. Negativity sells. Gossip is what sells. Rumors are what sells. Exactly. My parents have never received any money. My parents have never, ever. You know, I can't speak.
Look how she look now. Look at Michael Jackson. Boy, Michael Jackson, man, you look, man. Excuse me, y'all, for mentioning Michael Jackson, because that's the image that comes to my head when I see her right here. What in the hell is we looking at? Stop it. Look just like Michael Jackson. Look at her. No disrespect to Mike, but look at her. See the resemblance? Don't let me get my side-by-side pictures.
For other people, but my parents have never received anything from this man, you know?
We interviewed Clary's parents back in 2019, too.
From people in it.
But that was the thing. And that's why, say fake Michael Jackson. Hey, you heard what she said. The parents never received nothing. And that's what the whole fight was about anyway. The whole fight was she was getting $5,000 a month. Wasn't giving them none, like the rest of them young ladies was sending stuff to their families and shit, and they ass wasn't getting shit. Y'all better read the transcript.
And size. a victim that we talked to, they all said that the girls have to prove their loyalty to him by any means necessary. So that will be a way of proving her loyalty to him. I mean,
To trust your parents.
correct.
Here's the problem. He don't have a sickness. He made a choice.
The first Christmas that I had celebrated with him, he allowed me to send him gifts. And after I turned 18, he didn't care. He cut off all communication. All text messages were when he wanted me to send them. All calls
After
were
18, you were cut off from communicating with your parents.
all calls were exactly in front of him, and they couldn't last no more than 5 minutes. And it was a very controlling environment. And a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people make a mockery out of that. And, they say, well, her parents were paid. No, they weren't. That's the narrative that he painted.
It's true about being locked in rooms and having to ask permission
Yes.
to go to the bathroom.
Yes.
All of that is true.
All of
This
that
is
is
a
true.
joke.
Clary says Kelly would stage mall visits when her parents called police to conduct wellness checks.
He had friends whom were officers, and they would alert him beforehand. So he would tell us, go to the mall. And then when a wellness check would happen, it would only be through FaceTime. Like, hey, where are you? Oh, I'm at the mall. And it comes off to them very innocent. And he's already knowing that our parents are there, looking for us, but we don't know that. We can't see that.
Well, first of all, let me say this to y'all slow ass people that be listening to this lying ass helpful. Why would you have to look for somebody when you already know where your daughter is at? Why would you have to look? Why would you have to look for somebody? You already sent her off, signed her over, took her out of school. Why would you have to look for somebody? And then what's so crazy is Angelo was on IG doing the most and DMing people, telling motherfuckers, man, I watched my daughter at 7-Eleven 5 times. He knew where she was. Why he ain't go rescue her if she was so much of a captive individual? You know why? Because he was stalking her. He already knew where the fuck she was. She said she been talking to her parents and she cut the communication off. Let me get these receipts again. All this shit was played in court. All this shit was played in court already. Hey, we're not putting that name up in here. We ain't putting that name up in here. Sorry, let me put you in timeout for a second. We ain't talking about that dude's name. We not mentioning that name up in here. So I just timed you out for a second because we ain't speaking on that person. I just want people to know if you go over there and they say this person's supposed to be on that channel, do not by all means put no comments in there because the government is still wicked. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to the facts of what she said, not what we said, what she said. We didn't force her to do no interview after she flipped on R. Kelly. She did it on her own. That's her fault. And I'm sure y'all heard it when she sat next to her daddy say, Robert told me to call y'all. This the number. They played all this shit in this trial. How the fuck they find this man guilty? Get the fuck out of here. And the judge was strategic and not wanting the parents out there because they didn't want the parents to look bad. But the public, we know the truth. I don't even got to play the shit no more because we already know the truth, man. Y'all just got to do y'all homework. Let me show y'all what's been played in the court. We play for y'all. Bam.
Recover and reunite with Azriel finally came to an end. This is my baby right here. He reunited with his daughter, and they immediately began to repair a relationship. Azriel, at the time, seemed to still hold on to a resentment built on everything she had just gone through.
I think we still have to address the elephant in the room. We haven't really taken that time, to do so.
It's not about what the world thought it was about. It was about me getting relationships with my daughter, getting the understanding that she was good. Through all the back and forward, the talk, the media, everything, you got painted a picture. So what I needed was confirmation from my daughter.
I understand that, and I respect that completely. But I feel like for me, where it was so hard for me and why I continue to not have communication with my family is because this Lifetime documentary stuff just happened within the last 2 years. And then out of nowhere, these last 2 years, you hear, oh my God, this is happening. Oh my God, that is happening. I just feel like, how can you be oblivious to the years that I was okay and just snap? Oh my God, I need to know where my daughter's at. She's this, she's that. I need to make sure she's okay. Like, I've been okay for 3 years prior. That's where I drew my line, because at that point, I was an adult. And at that point, I felt like I was okay. So to believe something like that, so extreme, so bizarre, so outrageous, I just couldn't even fathom my parents believing something as bizarre as that. I just really couldn't.
And that's fair. But what you gotta understand is, we haven't talked to you after 16. That's when you graduated. That's when things went blank.
It didn't go blank, but communication slowed down, because at that point I was an adult.
Exactly. There was never no black community. I can show you text messages over and over.
But that's to him.
To him, to your phones, to everybody's phone.
And I don't call you guys.
No, I have received on the Apple. I don't have Apple phones.
I will call you guys. Don't paint no picture. Like, I have not talked to you guys in over a year, because I would call you guys 4 or 5 months at a time. And when I would call you guys would be yelling. You guys would be cursing me out. Mommy would be yelling at the top of her lungs. And so what I would do, I'd say, okay, I'm gonna give you about 4 or 5 months. And then hopefully you just miss me so much that you just want to talk and your arms are open. And eventually it got to that. Unfortunately, it took a little bit longer than I anticipated.
As a parent, guess what? If you did for 4 or 5 months and we didn't hear from you, how did we know?
Okay, so let me ask you this. Before graduation, I was not even checking in every day then.
Yeah, well, as I talk to your pop, you'll be like, Dad, I'm busy. I'll call you back. It was no more.
She said even before graduation, she was not even checking in then, people. You people are so dumb. Not the people that know the truth, hear the truth, see the truth, know it's a goddamn lie. But to all you other motherfuckers that's out there that want to still paint R. Kelly the bad guy, boy, y'all bogus than the motherfucker. But anyway, she said she wasn't even checking in then. But this supposed to be a person who's supposed to commit suicide. Yeah, share this video.
You wasn't talking, but you was texting. And if you're free, you want to call me, hey, Dad, what you doing?
But I didn't do it every day. Now, don't paint up
We didn't say every day.
Now, maybe like once a week, once every 2 weeks or so.
I didn't have to call you every day.
Okay, so why, when I become 18, 19, 20, 21, I got to check in with y'all every day?
Where do you get that from?
You're right. This is what you don't understand.
Now, they played all this in this trial, right? But y'all don't understand. She said R. Kelly beat her and did all this goofy shit. But listen to the way she talked. Do you really think she the type that's going to let a motherfucker beat her? Y'all really think that? Fight said she talking to her own goddamn daddy. And this was asked, why you ain't call your parents? But your daddy's supposed to be the toughest guy in the fucking world when it comes to these YouTube streets. Get y'all motherfucking fake asses up out of here. So you mean to tell me you was that scared of R. Kelly, but you couldn't tell your daddy, who you say your mama, your parents trusted you, so they couldn't trust you to tell them, R. Kelly is beating on me. He's doing this to me. He's doing that to me. Y'all fake asses out of here.
Your wife called me, my mother, saying, oh, there's a lot of rumors going around. I need you to call me every single day. I need to hear your voice every day. I need you to check on me every day. I said, first of all, I haven't been doing that for these first couple of years. So now that I'm an adult, I'm definitely not about to check in with you every day. And that's what started it all. So her pride and my pride.
So what does that have to do with me?
You're attached to her. That's your wife. That's your wife.
So I became the enemy, but you're the feud.
Because when I was talking to you,
No, because if you say your beef was with your mother, then
you heard what he said. Her beef was with her mother, and as we read in the transcript, why was the beef with her mama? Because her mama tried to sell her off like a fucking prostitute. That was the beef with her motherfucking mama. Read the transcript and listen to this shit, man. And y'all put this shit together and understand why she had the beef with his wife, which is her mother. Because they sent that girl in there to be something that she wasn't, or thought that she could be for them, and it didn't turn out in their favor. Now, again, put my disclaimer in the goddamn chat. This is for copyright and entertainment purposes, or whatever the fuck you want to put in there. Put the disclaimer in the chat so I will continue to play this shit.
you said, oh,
I feel like it was with both of you guys because, like I said, both you and her, when I would call, it was nothing but argument.
I was never present with you and your mother. I was never present with you and your. That's why I never knew when you and your mother talked. What I did was found out when your mother told me she talked to you and y'all argued or whatever, and I would call you. And you would have the same attitude you and her left with towards me.
Yes, I would.
Okay, but I didn't have anything to do with that. So therefore, give me a chance to pick what side I'm gonna be on, who's right and wrong. You came at me aggressive because of you and her.
This is not it because I know your wife confides in you and I know she's gonna explain it to you.
Exactly. But she's not gonna give me everything evidently. Because
so as you can see, the elephant still needs to be addressed.
But that's the thing.
Which will be addressed.
What I'm telling you, don't merge us. Like I never merged you. So I could have been one of the parents that just felt victim. I made sure you stayed right. Because once you miss, yes, I know that how much you let me fall. So for me not to talk to you for these terms and these times, it's a problem. I don't need to talk to you every day, but I need you to check in and let me know, hey man, I'm fine. So when it comes to me having to track, run, and travel, do all this, it's a problem, man. Especially when I talk to your better half at that time. He make it seem like it's a game. And you ain't gonna play games with me with my chat. So the devil was with him, he wasn't dictating that to you. So that's where me and his
your better half. You hear the pappy? Y'all hear the pimp pappy? I talk to your better half. So if he was your better half, how was he the fucking abuser and all this shit when he called her the better half? And all this is after R. Kelly is incarcerated in the MCC, y'all. But he said, your better half. Not the pedophile, not the rapist, the manipulator. He said your better half didn't communicate. So that means he knew all the fucking long where his fucking door. How these people think? What do y'all want to listen to, man? Real shit or bullshit? But okay. And that's when him and his fight began.
If he was taking it to you, you could have put it off by calling me saying, hey, Dad, it ain't like that, I'm good, this and that.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. Robert would ask me to call you guys, and no matter what city we were in, he would say, is this your father's number or is this your mother's number? And it would say, call me. And I would say, yes, that is my father's number. He's like, you need to call him. And I would say, I'm not going to call him. Because at that point, the only thing I get is bickering every time I pick up the phone. So if I can avoid it, if I can enjoy myself in this nice little penthouse lobby in New York for the weekend, I'm going to enjoy my weekend. It was very suffocating because I was an adult at the end of the day, period. And like I said, I'm not here to answer anyone. I know that you are my father and I love you dearly, but if I was a homeless person on the street right now with a cell phone and I did not want to call you, I would have that right. Now, would it make it right? Probably not. But I'm obligated to that right if I don't want to.
But it is your fault. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hunt every street, every corner, every curve, every bridge until I find you. Because
I feel like I'm looking for hope. It's very hard. I've spent my last years with this man, so it's not something that I can just turn on and off. It's devastating. I feel like I'm a very intelligent, smart, bright 21-year-old. I'm definitely young, but I'm very mature in spirit. And I just feel like, anyone.
And do y'all notice anything about this young lady? 1 minute she want to cover up to make it seem like, oh, she this innocent little girl. And then when she get from in front of the camera, it's like she go back to being a little thought, want to look all provocative and want her titties to be all out. Do y'all notice that shit? You can dress up fully for the camera, but then when it's like that's like a facade you putting on for the people. And then when you're done, you want to go portray to the world like you some fucking sex symbol. Fuck out, y'all people ain't paying attention. I don't know what the fuck Gayle King is watching. Gayle King, you need to get your license suspended.
Who thinks that I'm brainwashed and not, smart enough to make my own decisions. I just feel like that determines how, their mentality. That's not something I can control, but I know that I'm very smart and I know that I'm intelligent. So, Rob, our last conversation that I had with him in Chicago, he inspired me and told me him because of that, because of who he was, because of the life that he had, because of the life that he could provide them. A lot of them talk about how badly they were tortured, but can you talk about the shopping sprees? Can you talk about you keeping your hair and nails done? Can you talk about all the great times that you had dinner and was spending money and was splurging and was so happy? Because one thing about Robert, he has a very giving heart. And there is no way at all whatsoever that he is a celebrity and he's not giving them a penny to enjoy themselves. And that's where I get so upset because as a celebrity, he has no reason to keep you kidnapped or keep you tied up. He just has no reason to do that when he can allow you to move freely, take care of you, and still, at the end of the day,
Y'all know what that is. We heard that shit before. I'm tired of hearing that shit too. But let's get back to this full interview. It's 44 minutes long. We got then I'm gonna get me something to eat. And y'all want to donate to the channel, please do so. Thank you. Let's listen to this.
Which is what one of the things I was told. Well, these people aren't being held against their will. They're out at the mall shopping.
Mm-hmm.
They're not being held against their will. Did you feel, Azriel, that you were being held against your will? Did you feel that?
Physically, I knew that, of course, I could leave, but there had been times where I had left, and he always found a way. The way that he would manipulate situations in the
No. Your mama drove you back. Stop lying. Your mama drove you 8 hours back to R. Kelly. Stop lying. But listen to the liar now. And remember, the mama bought those tickets too. Remember that.
The way that he would really, tap into what it is that you wholeheartedly wanted. to make you come back.
And let me break this down. Let me break that down too. It ain't no different than a fucking relationship. If you in a relationship with a man and a woman, if a man and a woman is in a relationship and y'all break up, right? What's the difference in R. Kelly and the difference in me trying to get this girl to come back into my life? Where's the crime in that? Where's the manipulation in that? People break up in relationships all the time, and you always got the man, if he fucked up, saying, hey, baby, listen, I know I fucked up, man. I want you to come back home. Can you just come back home? I really, really miss you. Excuse me. Tell me, where's the crime in that? God bless me. Where is the crime in that? Where's the manipulation in that? People break up and make up all the time, whether it's the man's fault or whether it's the woman's fault. You want to talk relationship? Let's pause for a second. If a man got caught cheating, right, and he dead to the wrong, but he realized he lost a good thing, what he gonna do? Thank you. What he's gonna do? He gonna try to get that girl to come back home. Hey, baby, I know I fucked up. You know, you've been gone so long. Let me get you back. Come on, baby. We can fix this. We've been together 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. I don't want nothing like this. Excuse me. I don't want nothing like this to come between us. Come on home. So tell me, what did R. Kelly do wrong? Hey, boss lady, we're talking to somebody to get them to come back. That's not a fucking crime, people. People do this shit all the time. You know how many times women that get niggas locked up for beating on their ass, and then when a nigga go to jail, they be sitting at the crib talking about, oh, I miss him, when you got a whole flock of flea niggas who ain't go beat on you, but they for some reason don't want to testify against the nigga that beat on. You know how many women that got niggas locked up and realized they really ain't want them locked up, they just wanted this to scare him and all this old goofy ass shit? Y'all people, where's the crime at? Where does this shit become of a federal fucking case? Yeah, and I believe Alice was jealous of her. You know, stop playing with me, man. So where's this crime against R. Kelly? He got his way of trying to get you back. I mean, what man don't have a way of trying to get that girl back if they did some fucked up shit, said some fucked up shit, and it goes vice versa with a woman. If a woman knows she fucked up with a nigga and she knows she had a good ass nigga that was taking care of her or providing or doing whatever he needed to do in the household or his share, tell me what she not going to do to get that man back. Where's the crime in that? There's no crime, people. The fuck?
It was very toxic.
So physically, you weren't held against your will, but it sounds like you believe mentally you were held against your will. Would that be the right way to characterize that?
I do. I feel like mentally.
No, don't say mentally. If you go use the word M, say materialistically. You was materialistically trapped. Okay? You go use the right word, use materialistically trapped. You were materialistically trapped because you enjoyed the lavish lifestyle. You wasn't mentally manipulated. You was materialistically manipulated. You liked the material things that he was providing for you. And I'm going to keep it real. If any man is spending money on a motherfucking female, you better do what the fuck he tell you. Because that's the only way it's going. Or the fuck way you gonna be around. Let's go back. Can I go back some years, y'all? Do y'all remember when women didn't work at all? I'm talking about when black women didn't work at all. Hey, Kitty Queen, make sure y'all subscribe, share the video, hit the Cash App if you want to. I appreciate y'all. All little blessings to come through. Y'all remember when sisters wasn't working? And then all these songs came out. Can you pay my bill? Can you pay my telephone bill? Can you pay my automobile? Beyonce, if you're happy, put a ring on it. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy who can't get no money for me. Remember back in the days, ain't nothing going on but the rent. You got to have a job if you want to be with me. Remember Whitney Houston, I'm every woman. It's inside of me. Remember all these songs started developing, and when women start finding courage through songs to get a job, to work, to be independent, when black women was not independent. Black women was really not independent. It was the man that brought home the bacon. And if he brought home the fucking bacon, the woman go do whatever the fuck she tell him to do because he's bringing in the fucking bacon. Now if you bringing in the bacon and you tell the motherfucker to do something, now it's manipulating. Now it's controlling. Now it's this. Now it's that. Man. Even the pimp was telling hoes, hey, you tell that nigga no money, no fucking honey, goddammit. Now they want to make this a law, a crime for a man to have rules in his fucking house and he paying the goddamn bills and he taking all the goddamn weight. Women didn't have a say so because they weren't bringing their share. They were submissive. They wasn't bringing their share. But now that women are working, they can say fuck you and whatever the case may be or whatever. Come on, y'all. We live in different times, man. I'm 50. I'm not 23. God damn. She wasn't mentally fucked up. She was materialistically attached. She loved that guy for whatever the fuck he can do for her. And when it ain't go her fucking way, this is what happened.
I didn't have an identity. Like that was lost. That was gone. I was literally there to serve one person and one person solely. And
well, let's talk about your identity. Your mama and your daddy signed away your identity. Okay? Your mama and your daddy signed away your identity because they wanted something financially from your identity, Miss Lady. Facts. Your mama and your daddy signed away your identity because they wanted something from you financially. Thank you for the God bless you. But you want to bless me? Hit that Kevin's blessings. KEVIN SBLESSINGS $. Kevin's blessings. And I appreciate you. I'm going to get something to eat after this. This is the full interview between Gayle King and Azriel that a lot of y'all didn't see. So I'm bringing it right here. Let's go.
So, yeah, I did feel that way.
During the trial, you testified that you said I was not honest in the interview that you did with us. What were you not honest about?
Everything. Yes. You know, before that interview, he had us practicing every single day.
Practicing what?
Answering questions. So he would have us write down questions, and he would ask us those questions. And if he didn't like our answer, he would tell us exactly what to say and how to say it. So anytime you mention anything,
I'm just stunned by this.
Yeah.
So anytime you mention
anything about sexual preference, we already know to say, I'm not here to talk about that. Because that's what he told us to say every single time.
That's exactly what you said. How do we say this without being inappropriate? Is this a three-way relationship, or do you each have a separate relationship with him? How does this work?
Well,
I'm curious.
Yeah, we both have our individual relationships with him, and we all are family all together. We have our moments where we sit and watch movies all together. We go to amusement parks all together.
I'm not talking about going to movies and sitting watching, going to parks. I'm talking about is it a three-way sexual relationship?
Sexually, well, first of all, I'm not here to talk about my personal life, and I would never share with no one what I do in or outside of the bedroom.
You know, the other thing that came out during the trial that I thought was interesting, you know, when you said, I really wasn't honest during that interview. You talked about R. Kelly coughing. And it's okay with both of you?
Of course. Have no problem at all.
I was told he was out of the room. I did not know that was R. Kelly. So I thought it was somebody on the crew who was having an issue. Wow, that's loud. But I've never heard him cough. Clearly, you knew that was him.
Yeah.
And he was doing that. Why?
He was doing that to let us know that his presence was in the room.
Let me get an audio check.
Basically, do exactly.
Can y'all hear me? Let me get a sound check. Sound check. It's echoing. Okay. So we go pause right there for the quizzes. And I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna come out. Let me fix this shit. Can y'all hear me? Let me get a sound check. Let's see what it echo now.
We have practiced, and he was there.
When I was sitting there talking to you and listening to you,
is it echoing now?
You were clearly not happy with the interview. You clearly were not happy with the questions. And I just thought, I walked out of there and I thought, she doesn't even know what she's saying at this particular time.
And I didn't. I really didn't. And that is what I feel was very unfortunate about the entire situation.
Then that means y'all got to go out and come back in.
We had no idea that, we were actually the ones who were, we were the ones who were being made fun of. It was almost like mockery, but it was like, I needed that. Like, as embarrassing and as humiliating as it was, I needed that. I really did. And
you needed what, Azriel? What?
I needed that humiliation to be able to say, hey, this is not this is not a lifestyle that is normal. This is not a lifestyle for anyone to be living in. No one can thrive in this situation. And I had to wake up from that.
So when the interview was over and you all go back to his apartment, the three of you, what is the conversation?
He was so happy.
He was happy.
He was so happy. He was like, you guys did amazing. You did so well. You carried yourself so well. I believe he even got food and wanted to celebrate. That's how happy he was with that interview. And I was just there like, wow.
What did he think about how he came across in the interview?
Truthfully, I think he believed that he had done well.
That's what they say is you like very much being in control. And if you're not in control, it becomes very bad for the woman in the relationship.
Oh, you say me?
Yeah.
No. See, the thing is that I'm not a controlling person. It's just that I am in control of my household. Like, say, if you live with me, I consider myself the king of the castle, and you're the queen of the castle.
He felt like he had really made a great reflection of himself and where he was in life, and how all these women were lying on him, and how all these people were just, out to get him, and, that sympathy card that he just loved so much.
But for you, that interview in some points, you said, was a turning point for you.
Definitely, sitting there and just watching you, I was so taken aback. I was like, wow, I have to get back to that girl. Where is that girl? And so it was very important for me to, slowly but surely rebel.
More than a dozen people, including survivors and their families, spoke out about Kelly's abuse in the 2019 Lifetime documentary series, Surviving R. Kelly.
Girls that are young, how impressionable we are, and how traumatic these experiences are, they change you forever. Everything that we were living in had become very normal. And I had to break out of that. I had to realize that this is actually abnormal.
Yeah, the dysfunction was so prevalent that after a while it did feel normal to you?
It did, because it was not only me, it was other women who were older than me. You know, when I met him at 17, he had 4 other women. And so these women are all normalizing his actions. And then you have assistants normalizing his actions. And you have workers and security and everyone else that normalizes it. So me being very young at that time, I just learned to normalize it.
What happened that you finally said enough?
I want to say what it really genuinely was is when I went back to Chicago. I went to Chicago to get Joy to try to leave with me. And she was very erratic, and she was very, very emotional. And, you know, I'm like, you know, I've spent 5 years with you, you know, like, do you know who it is that you're taking your anger out on? Like, you know, and when I saw how vicious and how she didn't even look like herself, I was like, this is how I used to look. This is so humiliating. Like, this is really how I used to look. And that was my wake-up call. That day when I went back to Trump Towers and, you know, we got into a physical altercation.
You enjoyed it.
Yes.
That was reported, yes.
Yeah.
I need to protect myself. Shit! Joy, you were sleeping on me.
You know, I'm always going to do what I have to do to defend myself, but, you know, people, you know, didn't really understand the context of that, you know.
You were trying to help her leave.
Yes.
And that led to a physical altercation.
Yes. And all she could focus on was him. And I was like, please, listen, just listen. This isn't about him, you know. This is about you. For one split second, think about you and how you feel and your emotions.
Yeah, let's talk about Joy, because it is still believed that she is still very much a supporter of R. Kelly's.
Yeah.
That she still very much is with him. And
why, Angela? Why she didn't?
What can help her, Azriel, get to the place where you are?
I feel like time. I you know, me and Joy, we've had a lot of very womanly, you know, conversations, and we had that privilege when he was in jail, and
just the two of you.
Mm-hmm. And it was a beautiful thing, and she had expressed to me a lot of the things that, you know, she wasn't happy with, and I had expressed to her a lot of the things that I wasn't happy with, and I know that she already knows that it isn't healthy, and it's really just a matter of time of when she wants to put herself first, because that's really all it boiled down for to me. And I just had to put myself first.
Very nice to meet you. Very nice to meet both of you.
After that interview, when we went back to Trump Towers, I knew that he knew that by seeing you, it had shifted something in me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Shifted to what?
It kind of made me kind of wake up in a sense and realize, why am I acting like this? Why am I putting myself through all of this misery? Why am I exploiting myself for a man who has me in this position in the first place?
No.
Really had to come
your
to
mama
terms
and your daddy got you in that
that
position.
It wasn't love. You know, love doesn't hurt.
Your mama and your daddy got you in that position. Your mama and your daddy tried to exploit you. Stop playing. Y'all people just listen, y'all. Let me say this, man. Y'all believe what y'all want to. Right. She ain't gonna have no music career, no way.
You know.
6 weeks of testimony, 50 witnesses, 45 for the prosecution and 5 for the defense. The prosecution argues those witnesses and the evidence show that Robert Sylvester Kelly ran an enterprise of assistants, bodyguards, and others, all used to, quote, target, groom, and exploit girls, boys, and young women for his own sexual gratification.
R. Kelly's defense started its closing arguments by comparing the R&B singer's trial to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s fight for constitutional rights. They argue the government has purposely misled jurors.
During the trial, the defense argument was, the women who were with R. Kelly, it was consensual. Either they were seeking fame, they were gold diggers, they were trying to capitalize off of his fame to help their careers, and that everybody involved with him knew exactly what they were doing. What do you say to that?
I understand that they have a job to do, however, I've been singing since I was 8, 9, 10. You can go on YouTube and see videos of me from 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 performing. So it's not necessarily that, I need this person. And not only that, I had met many celebrities and musicians before him.
Mm-hmm.
He was the only one that took advantage of that situation.
And the position that involvement with him was always consensual.
It was never consensual.
Never.
It was never consensual. It was a lot of force. It was a lot of abuse. It was a lot of, manipulation.
Singer R. Kelly was found guilty today of a range of sex crimes.
It follows weeks of graphic testimony and years of allegations.
What was your first thought when you heard that R. Kelly had been found guilty?
I feel like I was relieved. I feel like, I also feel like it was God's work. I really do, because I feel like for a very long time, a lot of women were very voiceless. A lot of women were, signing things that they did not know they were signing. A lot of women, had settlements where they couldn't say anything,
Were you one of the voiceless women?
I was. I feel like I received a lot of backlash for being vocal. And even with me being vocal, I still felt voiceless. And I feel like the verdict really, it resonated with those women and myself and, women whom didn't even get the opportunity to speak that, had been traumatized by this experience. So I feel it was very important.
Well, your testimony was very key, Azriel. It was very key. It was very graphic. It was very painful. Some of it was so graphic the judge wouldn't even allow it to be released to the public. And I'm wondering what it was like for you sitting there, looking at him while you're testifying about what your life had been like with him.
I feel like it was very disturbing to have to relive those moments. And I don't know, a piece of me was happy because I felt like...
Happy?
Yeah, because I felt like this person no longer has
pretty
control
brown
over
ass.
me, You don't tell me what to do and what to wear and where to go and how long to be in a room anymore. So
R. Kelly's defense attorney said after the verdict came in that R. Kelly was surprised that he was found guilty.
He was not anticipating this verdict because based on the evidence, why should he anticipate this verdict?
Are you surprised that he was found guilty and that he was actually angry?
Wow.
And surprised that he was found guilty? What do you make of that?
I feel like, I would have to disagree. I know that he knows that he is guilty.
You do think he knows? Because the other school of thought is he's so delusional. He actually thinks, he actually believes what he's saying, that it was consensual, that everything was fine. You believe he knows that he's lying.
People told him. People tried to warn him. People tried to help him. He didn't care. He didn't want that help. So he's not delusional at all. He just wanted what he wanted. He was selfish. He was greedy. He was a pedophile. He had things that made him sick. He had cravings that made him sick. And he never, not once, wanted to get help. If anything, he loved that about himself even more.
That he didn't get help?
That that he was able to function how he was, and he had no one to stop him, no one to ever say or point a finger at him, like this is bad, because he had a way to make it go away just that fast. I feel like it's very disturbing for him to sit and think that he
them parents,
is so innocent when he knows
them
of all the
parents
trauma that
wanted
he's put
to
us through.
work for R. Kelly. The mama wanted to drive. They wanted the Bluetooth dildo that was singing his songs. Daddy wanted to do lightning, and he denied all of that.
And say that you're surprised. It's not delusional. It's disgusting. It's really disgusting. And the fact that you have no type of accountability for yourself is what makes it even more disgusting.
Do you still have fear from R. Kelly?
I do.
How so?
There are a lot of people that love me, and there are a lot of people that despise me, and a lot of people feel like I sent a black man to jail, and I've been through a lot. I've received a lot of threats. I've received death threats. My house and my car was set on fire. I had to move. I have to keep my identity and where I am and everything that I do very, very, very discreet.
You receive death threats?
Yes, I do.
Still,
yes. So I'm very, very cautious of what I do and how I do it. I don't post anything in real time. I feel like a part of me, so many people worked for him, and I don't even know what they look like, and they could want to harm me, aside from my mental state. My safety is second to
Nobody wants your
that.
ass.
And I'm very scared. This man has a lot of power that people,
Still lying. Don't nobody want her ass. Stop lying.
You do.
Of course.
Look, hey y'all. Hey, check this out,
This
right?
conviction would not have been possible without the bravery and resilience of R. Kelly's victims.
Check this out. If she was so motherfucking scared, right? When she's working for the fucking government, why the government ain't give her no motherfucking protection? See, that's what they don't understand, man. Boy. If she's so scared, why she steady flaunting those titties around? Fuck out of here.
Their courage in revealing an open court the painful, intimate, and horrific details of their lives with him.
You are one of the few who we've heard who defended him so vocally and so adamantly, and now ends up testifying against him.
Of course, I am, older now. And
you're 23, Azriel. You're still very young.
I'm still very young,
yes.
But I learned a lot, and I had to realize that you are nothing if you are nothing if you don't have your own voice, and that was really taken away from me. And I had to remember that, and I had to use that as a way to want better for myself.
I'm so glad to hear also you're in therapy.
Yes, I am.
How is that helping you?
It has helped tremendously. Very disturbing for him to sit and think that he is still innocent when he knows of all the trauma that he's put us through. He knows that there are times where he has beaten me with shoes or beaten other women with extension cord. that is rage. That is abuse.
You lying.
So for you to sit here and say that you're surprised, it's not delusional. It's disgusting. You know, it's really disgusting. And the fact that you have no type of accountability for yourself is what makes it even more disgusting.
Do you still have fear from R. Kelly?
I do.
How so?
There are a lot of people that, you know, love me, and there are a lot of people that despise me. And, you know, a lot of people feel like I sent a black man to jail. And, you know, I've been through a lot. I've received a lot of threats. I've received, you know, death threats. You know, my house, you know, my house and my car was set on fire. You know, I had to move. I have to keep my identity and where I am and everything that I do very, very, very discreet.
You receive death threats?
Yes, I do.
Still,
yes. So I'm very, very cautious of what I do and how I do it. I don't post anything in real time. You know, I feel like a part of me, you know, so many people worked for him, and I don't even know what they look like, and they could want to harm me. You know, aside from my mental state, my safety is second to that. And yeah, I'm very scared. This man has a lot of power that people, you know.
Still, do you still think he has a lot of power?
Of course.
You do.
Of course.
This conviction would not have been possible without the bravery and resilience of our.
It's hard for me, not for them. I feel I had to realize that, you know, you are nothing if you know, you are nothing if you don't have your own voice, you know. And that was really taken away from me. And I had to remember that, and I had to use that as a way to want better for myself.
I'm so glad to hear also you're in therapy.
Yes, I am.
How is that helping you?
It has helped tremendously. You know, therapy really helps you learn very healthy traits, very negative traits. You know, you can differentiate. You can see, you know, when someone is toxic just by their behavior or their words or the way that they react to certain situations. And now that I'm out of that situation, you know, I have beautiful friends that are strong, you know, and I still learn from them every single day. And, you know, I can now stand up for myself. So I appreciate not only my therapist and my friends, but I appreciate my support system so much.
Now, what is the relationship like with your parents? Because you were very tough on your parents during that interview.
It was, yeah. It was hard. I feel like it was very easy for them. You know, their daughter came back. Unfortunately, you know, I looked the same, but I wasn't the same mentally. And I think that was the hardest part for them to accept. However, you know, I feel like it was hard for me, not for them. I feel like it was hard for me because I had been told so many negative things about them. And so even when I met them, I was scared.
Yeah, you still believed what he was telling you about your parents.
Yes. And, you know, not only that, you know, for 5 years, I didn't look at a man, I didn't, you know, talk to a man. You know, men were told to turn around anytime we walked through hallways or anything.
So you talked to no men other than R. Kelly for 5 years?
Yes. Yes.
So if a man walked by, you were told not to look at them and they were told not to look at you?
Yes. Yes. And even if I was out shopping, like I could have been in a store for a whole hour and, you know, the people who cash you out could have changed. And if a man came, put everything down, leave the store now. You know, that's just what it was.
And you would do that?
I would have to do that, yeah. And so even coming back home to my parents, I couldn't look my dad in his eyes. I couldn't look my brother in his eyes. I was scared to hug them. I was scared to touch them because I was like,
that had been so ingrained in you
yes.
that you were still reacting that way.
Yes, and so I feel like that was the hardest part for me and them. However, they were so supportive.
They never gave up on you.
They never
gave up on you.
They never did, and I appreciate that because most people when they get out of something traumatizing, they don't have anybody to go back to. They don't have a support system to go back to. And thankfully, I'm so thankful that I had that because I needed that more than anything in life. You know, if you are leaving something traumatizing, more than you want to breathe, you need support. You need foundation that feels loved and that loves you.
What do you think anybody could have said or done to help you leave the situation sooner?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. I feel like that is something that I would have had to had woken up from myself, something that I would have had to realize on myself. And, you know, a lot of people don't realize with victims, the more you try to help them, the more it upsets them sometimes, you know, because this is all they know. This is the only person that they have been comfortable around. So, you know, the more you try to separate that, the more they only run to what they know.
What do you want people to know about you? Because for so many people, you will be associated with R. Kelly.
I will be.
Yeah.
And I would want people to see me for me, you know. I don't think anyone has ever, you know, seen my personality. You know? I know there are people that follow me on social media, and they've been able to see me grow. They've been able to see me live. They've been able to see me, you know, meditate. They've been able to see me in my downtime when I'm working. They've seen when I'm also silent and don't post at times, you know. And so I feel like the people that do follow me were able to watch me grow. And yeah, I
watch
think
you expose them
people haven't
titties
really
every
seen
chance you get.
who Azriel is.
What is your life like today?
My life today is busy. It's busy, but you know.
Busy doing what?
Well, I am, you know, pursuing music. I'm working on a body of work currently. I have a lot of great
ain't going nowhere.
And people that I work with, which is a beautiful blessing. I have a lot of great people who inspire me and help me. I also have a business. I have an organic skin and body line that I've launched called Product of Virginia, because I'm a product of Virginia. I'm from Virginia. So yeah, I'm very, very busy with those two things currently in life.
Azriel, do you feel whole today, or is it still a work in progress for you? Because what you've been through is so horrific and so traumatic. You know, I'm not exaggerating when I say it's unspeakable.
Yeah.
Do you feel that you're whole, or do you feel you're still a work in progress?
I feel like everything is always going to be a work in progress. No matter how old you are, no matter how older you get, life always has lessons that it can teach you. And I don't feel like I'm above any teaching or any lesson. So I feel like that would be naive of me to sit here and say, you know, that I'm whole. However, what I will say is that mentally I am healed. You know, I will be able to sit here and say, you know, mentally I can say no and walk away from a situation like that again if it was to
it's on my
present
channel,
itself, you know.
Ms. Gigi.
However, I would never put myself in that position, but you know, mentally I'm really healed. I have a lot of self-love. I do a lot of self-care.
I think the fact that you're sitting here today is very brave and very courageous that you would come back and sit down and want people to see who you really are.
I think is very important. You know, even I have to take accountability for my actions. It's okay to reevaluate your life. It is okay to change your mind. You know, you are never too old to wake up and say, "Hey, I thought this was good for me, but it's actually not."
Yeah, but that was who expense. Hey, listen. Okay, y'all. That's my live. Don't forget what I said. If that girl is on that channel, y'all do not put nothing bad in the chat. Just listen. I'm done. I'm gone. I love y'all. I'll holler at y'all later. Thank you. I'm out.